Hey everyone, welcome back to Easy Open Felghana, where we're listening to, honestly, I want to say the worst track in the game. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with this one. I mean, even the original tracks of this particular place wasn't that great. But this is the Abandoned Mine. The Abandoned Mine is very, very dark. Just kind of looking at it with the thing off. It's very dark in here. So having the, what's it called again? The Nightfire Gem active in this area is very, very useful because being able to see is always nice. I mean, if you're playing the PC version, stuff like that, you have like a good monitor. Here, on the other hand, I can barely see. So I definitely need it active, and I'm going to be using it pretty much almost exclusively. I don't really need the other thing anyway, because it doesn't help me here. But yeah, this area is rather, again, dark. It has a lot of enemies that are like spooky, scary. But that's kind of like the kind of area it is. Nothing really too fancy when it comes to, oh hey, spooky, scary. A lot of slimes. How much experience am I getting from you right now? I could be better. I mean, it will add up over time, as it always does, but how much do you give me? Oh yeah, you're definitely a good level candidate. So, let me kill you. I'm very, very close to leveling already, so I'm actually kind of okay with that. Let me just kind of keep beating you up. I probably should have a level by the time I get across this, well, I wouldn't say across the bridge, but shortly, very, very shortly. There it is. I knew it was coming. So, this room here, all we gotta do is head to the left. This room has like more to it if we head down. But we're not gonna do that just yet. We're actually going to head this way. He's heading here, we get some silence. But it's not exactly all silence. So if we head over here, we can click on this.
I speak to thee of a being who came from beyond the sea and defiled this land. We must pray for its erasure from this world, so that future generations may know true peace. With vortices of purest malice, it twists the living into monsters most vile and deranged. Its inhuman powers are enough to subjugate even the lords of the spirit world. Indeed, the mightiest of them turned to dust in its wake, leaving Felghana to rot. Truly, it is a devil, for no hand of man could wreak such despair. Its name, Galbalan. I am Genos. I am a warrior from the west, brought here through divine providence. I sought to sever the devil's grasp on this land, but my sword could only divide it and seal it within the holy treasures. Yet even now, the machinations of the wicked threaten to reunify those heinous remnants. Swordsman, thou art to be my successor. I grant thee a measure of my strength.
And that gives us a mission tablet. But in turn, it also gives us more stuff. Adol's body began overflowing with newfound strength. Adol gained the double jump ability and PSP exclusive feature coming up. Not this. This is just the tutorial on how to jump. This is like you just press the jump on again, then you'll be able to jump higher. This is the extra PSP exclusive, the double boost ability. After Adol's boost gauge reaches 100%, it will begin filling again in red. Press the boost button when this reaches capacity to activate double boost. It emits a blast of energy that injures foes and temporarily empowers Adol much more than a standard boost will the moment you activate it. That's actually really nice. But as well, you will recover HP slowly when you activate it during double boost. And like I said, when you activate it, you get like a little energy blast. It's like when you activate it. So that's very useful. It does make the PSP version a little easier compared to every other version of the game, but it's also just nice to have.
The treasures number 4 in total. 2 lie herein. 1 lies amidst hellish brimstone, and the last sits high atop a mountain. Thou must make haste, swordsman. The resurrection is nigh.
Suddenly, Adol's surroundings became deathly quiet, and the mysterious voice could be heard no longer.
So we know our true foe. It's named Gabalan. The resurrection, I just activated the boost. Didn't mean to do that. But yes, we have the treasures that we need to obtain in order to stop the resurrection of Gabalan. We have two of them. One of them is here because we already had the other one that was in this mine as well. And then the other one sits on top of a high mountain. The Elder Mountains, most likely. But now that we have the double jump, we can just kind of go like bloop bloop and get to a bunch of areas really, really quickly. But as it said as well, if you double jump and then stab down, you have a chance of stunning enemies much more easily than you would if you were to just kind of do a single jump and go bloop. This also takes height into account, so if I were to jump from way high up and then do it anyway, it's very useful. I want to get up there because I want to get to here. Bloop. There we go. Let's see what is over here. Got a Treasury Chest, and I'm gonna grab that. Let me just beat all these enemies that are in my way. So, ow. 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 Stop it. Let me attack you. Stop it. There we go. And stab. There we go. Let me grab this. There. These enemies go down much more quickly with a double jump ability active. You just kind of go like stab down, much more damage. In terms of the double boost ability, I'm actually about to show that off really, really shortly because I'm gonna die. So double boost. Health goes up as you use it. Always nice to have. This is pretty much free health. Let's see. Let's kill you. It'll be very useful during bosses too because you are temporarily stronger using it. Ow. I wanna go over here, grab this pot. Because all money is good money, and I actually might want to go back to town and upgrade my equipment now that I think about it. And I have a little bit more ore. But honestly, I don't really need to just yet. Now that I got a double jump, I actually can explore a lot of areas that I wasn't able to access before. But it's not a big deal, so... What is a big deal is my really bad failures at platforming right now. I'm actually just trying to check areas out. Make sure I can kill some enemies. Make sure I'm not missing anything in these areas. Because this mine is kind of confusing and I might be missing stuff that I'm not aware of. So I'm just checking everything out as a just in case. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Yep. Okay, let's just head down then. Head down then. Up, further down, further down. Get rid of you. All these enemies right here is just a lot of experience, and I want all of you dead. There's one thing I want to check before I die. Level 20. I think, no, I don't think I got a level up from getting the Genos boost. I might have. I doubt it. I'm getting into a room that has a little bit more tougher enemies in it. There's gonna be like a big dude coming up really, really shortly. Somewhere. I always forget this place. This place is the one place in the entire game where I'm like, did I get everything here? I have no idea. It's so weird. Mine areas are just the areas in games where I just like, I have no idea. I just don't know. Like, did I get everything? Did I miss something? But I'm pretty sure. There they are. Let me kill you. Gotta be careful because they can just immediately wreck me as well. But they are good enemies to grind off of. If you want to just come in here, you can actually just leave and re-enter this room. Kill those enemies. You will level up from it pretty darn quickly. Especially those enemies right there. And then this enemy right here. Just get those little bit of a boost. Do that, get that. If I want to keep my stats going with the 99, I can just come back in. Get a little bit more. There we go. There's that level up. I'm still getting a decent amount. I could level up again, but I'm just going to continue on. I'll probably level up on the way there. These do the stabby stab. There we go. you. Thank you. Don't really need that. There we are. More ore, please. All those chests always have an ore in it or like some other random item. It's never going to be like an actual progression thing. The only progression items are like in the red chest, so it's really easy to tell like which ones have something that you actually need. So if you're trying to like not get Ravel for any reason, like some weird challenge run, just avoid brown chests. That's all you really got to do. My combo is ridiculous right now, and I'm all for it. But this area is filled with enemies, so I'm not surprised in the slightest. I am going to get down there quick before I lose my bonuses. Enemies, please. Enemies, please. Yes. Got a new enemy there, which those ones are the easiest to beat by just jumping up in the air and do that. They're all dead. Ah, I hate these enemies. There we go. This area is rather big as well, so I'm going to be careful. I'm kind of glad I could actually... I think I could see more than I would on the PC version. I think the lighting effect might be a little bit more forgiving, but I could be wrong about that. I don't know. It's also the fact that I'm playing on a different screen than the actual PSP screen, so there could be that, just like lighting up the area, seeing a little bit differently. So if I do look down at the screen, it does look a little bit different. Up, I missed you. Come on, there we go. And you're dead. I hate those things. I really, really hate those things. Let me get that. Thank you. I know you give me a lot. Yeah, you definitely give me a lot. So if I find more of you, I'm good. Let me charge this up and get over there. Aha, double jump. This area is dangerous. There we go. And an extra emerald. And I don't care. Whee! Because I'm heading down there anyway. Throws me in the pile of the enemies, but that's also okay because I'm going to be leveling up from them shortly. Thank you. There's that level up I wanted. Stop jumping. There we go. And you are down. Cool. And let's see. Anything over here I should worry about other than enemies? Let's see. Do you still give me like a ton of experience? Because if you do, you are definitely... Yeah, you do. Okay. I could potentially get one more level up if I felt like it, but I'm good to go. Yeah, there we go. I knew there was something back there. I wish that was money. All good. All good. Hello. I missed. Get a little higher than that. There we go. Okay. Stop it. I could have gone a little bit better. Let's just try that again. Doot, doot. There we go. Didn't even need the wind. I could have just did the jump. Ow. Ow. And a little bit further down. This area is really, really huge, so it's actually kind of amazing that they actually... Like, if you really think about a strip mine, like, just how it actually would be normally, this is, like, bonkers, like, how far they actually gone and mined in this area. Double jump and whee! Okay, that looks like progression, so I'm gonna skip that for now. Do a whee! And see if there's anything right up... Yep. There always is. Okay. Let me use one of those. Yep. Ooh, +4. They're getting fancy on me. Those are still really dangerous, though. Okay, nothing over here. Don't kill me. I don't have a lot of health. There we go. Thank you. Ooh. Almost missed that. Let me guess. More ore. Yes. I should be able to level up all my equipment that I got now. Max that all out. Once I find a save point, I could actually use my new warp feather and just warp places. climb up this. And now let's make this jump. There we go. Another big room with a lot of big enemies. Ow. Okay. They all just fell on me. Come on. Target practice. I'm jumping down so I can kill all these. Ow. Ow. That's a problem. That's a problem. Die, 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 die. Thank you. That was really convenient. At least it's not like, oh, hey, you gone too far and the enemies are like stupid tough. It's still like, oh, hey, they're slightly stronger, but it's still manageable. Okay, get over here. Jump one more time. I stunned him with the down staff, and he's still flying. There we go. Now for you. Thank you. There goes all the stuff that I could have used. Let's see. Looks okay. It looks like there's gonna be something right up. Yes, there is. Perfect. Please. There we go. More ore. I have 200 now. Okay. Ow. Ow. Please stop. There we go. A lot of death and okay, let you die. Please die, please die. Oh, okay. You as well. You didn't drop health. Great. Great. Let's get up here. There we go. I'm gonna choose to avoid you for the second. Too bad I can't destroy this, but I could always come back for it later. Because you know I'm going to get the thing that allows me to open those, so that's something I could do later. For now, we have a save point. Did you know what that means? I could save my game, obviously. But I could actually warp back to town and do some things. First thing we do in town is actually give him 200 hunks of Ravel ore. On your person this very moment? I don't know how either, but I do. I somehow stuffed them down my pants. Oh, wow, you really do. I must admit, that's an impressive use of space, but doesn't it hurt? Mine is blown. You ever give any thought to becoming a merchant? You'd be a good one, I think. Anyway, what do you say? 200 Ravel hunks for 10,000 gold sound fair to you? Yes, it does. All right, the deal is done. Here's your 10,000 gold.
Thanks to you, I think I got all the Ravel ore I could ever need. Everybody wins, especially me. And let me tell you, if I can sell all these in Rome, I'll be an unstoppable one-man monopoly. Oh, before I forget, I certainly do owe you for all the help you've given me. Here you go. Consider it a bonus for a job well done. It's not immensely valuable, but you should still be able to get a decent price for it if you can find a buyer. Where did it come from, you ask? Oh, I'll never tell. Consider it a businessman's prerogative. Just take it and go.
All right, so that gives us a jade ring. Let's see what the description of that thing is. Ring made of exquisitely carved jade, very unique. Received from Antonio. We could sell it if we want, but I'm not going to. It's an item and I could find some sort of use for it. In the meantime, let's see if I could actually buy anything. Ah, hello Adol. What's this, a ring? Adol shows Cynthia the jade ring. Looks like a men's ring, but much higher quality than I'm used to seeing. Design suggests it's Garmanic in origin. It's quite beautiful. Oh, sorry, got a little too into my work, I think. So, Adol, might you be willing to part with this lovely ring? I'll make the transaction well worth your while. No. Oh, I see. Well, if you should ever change your mind, just say the word, okay? There is an achievement in the Steam version for selling it here. It's kind of a dick move to sell it because we have somebody that's been talking about that kind of thing, and we might as well go talk to that person later. But for now, let's see what we can use with our money. I can afford the banded mail, so, sure.
That's the one. Thank you. Don't be a stranger.
Alright, so back in the abandoned mine, we're obviously at the end of this place, considering it's a save point and then like a little bit of a tunnel here. So, let's make our way in. It's very, very quiet. As says the silence. This is our boss, but it's not the true boss, the crystalline entity. It's Tersiva. So this ginormous worm thing will kind of slam down when you get close, but it'll also unleash these like little like crystalline things. As you can tell, something on the wall is shooting lasers out at us, which is not good. That's the thing that will bother us a lot, so we actually need to get rid of these things before they do a ton of damage to us, because it's going to keep shooting lasers at it and then just wreck us so hard. So we might want to avoid the worm and that thing at the same time. Once you get it down to 1,000 health, you actually fight the true boss, which is this thing. If we try to attack it, we do no damage. We can inflict damage if we hit it in the backside, but that's the only real place we can actually hit it. This thing has a ton of moves, but this one is actually one of the best ones, because this actually allows us to hit it, because it pretty much like lowers its shield and then we can just whack it like crazy, which is always nice. But it lays the bombs in the back, which is where you can potentially hit it if you were to try right now, but it's not worth the damage output it does. What is worth the damage output, again, is waiting for this. Any damage is good damage right now with my double boost, because I do get my health back. But it's going to probably change up its pattern really shortly. Ow, ow, ow. Let me get in there so I can do some damage and wreck you. Okay, you are almost dead. You're almost dead. Can I get you down? Yes, I can. Cool. And I also got a level up out of that. Some of these bosses are becoming a little bit too close of a call for me. Might need to level up a teeny bit. But in killing the boss, we get the darkness statue. And that's pretty much it for this place. We are done here. So, we can warp out and head back to Redmont, which we are going to. Hello, why are you standing there for? Looks like we got a lot more monsters in our hands all of a sudden. They're all over Felghana instead of just in the quarry. Things could get rough with Gardner protecting the town by his lonesome. By the way, you haven't seen Anya, have you? Noticed some Ravo ore missing from the house. Can't imagine what she plans on doing with it. Yeah, might as well find Anya as well, but for now, let's actually go over to Mayor Edgar and actually apprise him of what happened.
Oh, Adol!
Adol, you made it!
Pierre just got back from the castle a little while ago. Seems Bishop Nicholas made a good case on his behalf, and the Count saw fit to let him go.
Yes, he spoke far kinder things of me than I deserve. I owe him a tremendous debt of gratitude. Unfortunately, Chester was out on an errand for the Count at the time, so no answers were to be had on that front. And the Bishop had no luck finding any information on the statues either, I'm afraid.
That is unfortunate. But we shall take the victories we can get. And the Bishop is still there, so answers may yet be forthcoming. On another note, how did your investigation of the abandoned mine go, Adol?
Adol recounted all the events that transpired in the abandoned mine and detailed the items he acquired therein.
Amazing. You're like a magnet for danger.
Genos and Galbalan. I never thought I'd hear that name again, much less in this context.
You know what it is, then?
It's an old local legend. Long ago, a great and terrible beast known as Galbalan came from across the sea and took control of Felghana. He had the power to transform the people and spirits under his influence, into twisted, evil creatures. Or so it goes. But one day, a hero appeared, wielding a mighty sword. He was the warrior, Genos. He borrowed the powers of the gods and fought the beast. And at long last, against insurmountable odds, he won. And that's about the extent of what I know, I'm afraid. Legends like that aren't too popular these days. Barely anyone remembers them, save for old coots like me.
I've certainly never heard it before. But that does remind me. I asked Bishop Nicholas earlier if he happened to know the origin of the Illburn's ruins. Apparently, it used to be a church of sorts, devoted to some long-lost pagan deity.
Interesting. Given the circumstances of late, it's not unreasonable to suspect there may be a connection. There's also one more thing that bears mentioning. Out in the Sienna Bay, there's an old deserted island we've always known by just one name. Genos Island. There was once a small village there, but it was ravaged and destroyed by disease 12 years ago.
What?
It happened 3 years before you arrived, so I'm not surprised you wouldn't know about it. Genos Village never had many dealings with Redmond, and the whole tragedy was so terrible. People rarely discuss it. I don't know much about the disease that killed them all, though, I'm afraid. According to the official statement from Valestein Castle, it was some sort of extremely severe fever.
This doesn't instill a lot of hope. An island named for the hero who defeated Galbalan, totally annihilated. The voice Adal heard is seeming less and less implausible, and more frightening.
Indeed. Adal, Dogi's gone to speak with his master, Berhart. Perhaps you should meet with Berhart as well. He's a rather eccentric man who's chosen a life of near solitude and devoted himself to studying the land's folklore. There's no one in Felghana who'd be more likely to know about Genos, Galbalan, the statues, and maybe even that voice.
I believe I'll return to the castle and update Bishop Nicholas on what we've discussed here. If you decide to follow Dogi, Adal, I suggest you exercise caution. The Elder Mountains are not hospitable.
All right, so we have our task. We're going to head to the Elder Mountains. I'm not going to do that quite yet because you know how these things are. Once you beat something, there's stuff that opens up, and we don't know where Anya is, so I might want to figure out what's going on there. So perhaps you should visit Dogi's master in the Elder Mountains. He's a rather eccentric man who's chosen life in near solitude and devoted himself to studying the land's folklore. There's no one in Felghana who'd be more likely to know about Genos, Galbalan, and the statues than maybe in that voice. Basically exactly what he said before. So, next time on Azure Plays Ease, the Open Felghana, we are actually going to see about doing stuff in town, maybe finding where Anya is. That's kind of she's a child, so you might want to see where the child is, I mean, because yeah. And we have the double jump, so we might want to go to some places and see about actually acquiring more stuff because we can get higher up now because we can jump in the air. I'll see you all then.